Hi, I'm George Tolson. I'm with Bobby Garland and Jean LaRue Baits. I'd like to tell you a little bit about some of our new Bobby Garland items that we've come out with this year and a couple of the new colors. Our new bait for this year is called the Baby Shad Swimmer. Now, we've done a couple things to this. It's exactly the same as the Baby Shad, except we've cut a little groove in the tail section to let it move a little bit better. And we put a little scent groove in the belly right here. And the reason we did that is because we found out that crappie are very oriented to scent. We didn't know that before, but now we have. And so we have come out with a new scent product for crappie, which is a glow in the dark. To add to this Baby Shad is an amino acid base that attracts a crappie. We found a way to extract the amino acid out of a real crawfish, put it in this, and it attracts bait. This has a sticky base to it so that it gets in these little grooves in this new bait and slowly dissolves in the water as we're fishing for the crappie that's in there. It'll last 10 or 15 casts, add a little bit more to it. It also is a glow in the dark so that in a dingier type water, it'll make your crappie lure a lot brighter so that visibility to a crappie is a big deal. That's why we have so many different colors. And it enhances that color and brings that color out a lot better. So it really works on it. We also have come up with new crappie rattles this year. They're a real small rattle. They'll fit right in the belly of a baby shad or in the body of a slab slayer. And it's just a little tick that it gives. Whenever I do a lot of scuba diving and go underwater, I take rocks. If I want to see what's in a brush pile or I want to see what's in an area, I can take a couple rocks and start clicking them together, and everything in that area comes to me. Crappie, bass, perch, everything comes. So the tick of that little rattle is bringing fish to it. The more fish you can get around your lure, the better chance you have of getting a bite. So we have the scent, we have the tick, we have an action of a baby shad or a slab slayer that is tremendous, a different type of action that brings a crappie to it. Now, our new little lure, which is a swimming slab slayer, let me tell you about this. This is just a regular baby shad that we put, like I said, we put the grooves in it for the scent, but we also added a little bitty paddle on the tail. What that does is as it in the water, it gives it a little bit more weight on the end of the tail, which exaggerates the tail action in the water. Then as you move it, or if we want to use a strolling technique or long lining, it puts a real tight vibration on the tail that it didn't have before. And that vibration is bringing fish to it constantly. So like I said, anytime I can get more fish to a lure, the better chance I have of catching one, and the better day we're going to have at the end of the fishing day. So that's what all these things are for. You need to come to Bobby Garland. You can find these at most all your stores. Check these out. A lot of the couple of three of the new colors we've come out with, and which I think is my favorite new one, is called Glacier. It has a pinkish hue to it. As it turns in the water, it turns blue. So it is like a chameleon. It changes colors in the water. As the bait rolls, it looks different. It is very visible, and it has been deadly on the crappie this year. You need to try Glacier.